It may be easy to assume that beauty queens all call for world peace at pageants. However, when Madeleine Roche secured the Miss Great Britain crown last week, the first mixed race winner in 78 years of the contest, the proudly half-Palestinian explained she truly had hopes of peace on her mind. Following 5 years of competing, the new Miss GB recalled the moment her dreams finally came true, saying, "I was just closing my eyes and really hoping that I'd hear them shout out Madeleine. When they did, it was all a bit of a blank. I just remember thinking, don't cry, don't cry. You'll have really ugly pictures if you cry." The 33-year-old has connections to some well-known faces as she is married to Shane Jr., the son of Coleen Nolan and EastEnders star Shane Richie. Away from the big glitz and glam of the pageant, the Israel-Hamas conflict continues, with the winner saying the win is a little bittersweet as she feels a responsibility to represent her people, reports The Mirror. "It's been really hard when you're seeing everything that's going on over there. Any loss of life is really tragic and I found it really emotional, and it really did affect me, is affecting me, as I'm sure it is people all around the world. But hopefully I made my Arabic family proud. I'm just praying for there to be a peaceful solution," she explained. Madeleine, who has a Palestinian father, helps out her local community in Manchester by doing charity work. She will soon take her charity work further afield in her new role as Miss GB as she travels to Jordan to a Palestinian refugee camp where her grandparents lived after fleeing war. "My family were displaced and they were forced to leave Palestine back in the 50s. My grandfather's house was bombed and his father was killed and his family had to escape," she says. "They actually lived in caves on the side of the mountain while they were waiting for an escape route. My grandmother and her family had to live in a fire station after their house was obliterated and they escaped to Jordan. They were refugees there and were granted Jordanian nationalities and passports because they were stripped of their Palestinian ones." Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages. The experience is sure to be an emotional one for the newly crowned Miss GB as she uses her platform to help others. "I 100% feel so passionately about it. But equally I think it's so important to take passion out of it and actually come with facts and figures and correct information, which is what I try and do and what I try to share on social media. But at the end of the day, it's harrowing. Obviously peace and ceasefire is so important. And with that should come equality and basic human rights on both sides." Mother-in-law and Loose Women star Coleen Nolan was in the crowd as Madeleine was announced winner, with the 58-year-old screaming louder than she ever has in celebration. Madeleine says, "I'd been practicing my walk in Coleen's kitchen, she gave me the space to do it. But they were so proud and so happy. They were all crying more than I was." Coleen, who has joked she can call herself Miss GB winner-in-law, said, "I cannot tell you how proud I am of my daughter-in-law Maddie becoming the new Miss Great Britain. Maddie was the best person for the job." The new Miss GB explained that she was emboldened to compete to show other girls that there are all different ways to be beautiful. "Growing up there wasn't really anybody that looked like me in the media or anybody in pageants," she says. "I thought that it would be amazing to be able to show my little sister and other women everywhere that there is a place for Arab girls." Madeleine grew up in Deal, Kent, where there were not many ethnic minorities. "There was my dad and his best friend and that was about it," she says. I was bullied a little bit when I was younger due to my ethnicity. So I think that gave me a bit of a step back as to what beauty meant here. Just name-calling unkind names. Being from such a small, predominantly white town was quite hard. But the beauty queen said that competing has helped her confidence grow. The love she feels from her husband has also helped, with the couple meeting 7 years ago when his band played at a pageant she was competing in. He taught me to be more fun. I used to be more uptight. I just prefer the version of myself when I am around him, she says. Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our daily newsletter.